Welcome to the Daughter Arise channel. My name is Yvonne and this channel is all about bringing you content about childhood sexual abuse. On this channel I share things to do with my experiences. I also share news stories and add my thoughts and commentary to them. I also from time to time interview other survivors and their supporters in hopes of raising awareness of this childhood trauma. So if this is the type of content you're looking for, please hit the subscribe button and the notification bell so that you can be notified of any new uploads. And if you like the content, don't forget to hit the thumbs up. So in today's video, it really is just a story from the Daily Mail newspaper. It came out actually a few days ago on January the 5th, and it is about the singer Shania Twain, who talks about how the sexual abuse that she experienced at the hands of her stepfather made her feel embarrassed about her body. And in this story, she just shares that she has found a way of overcoming that. I will leave a link to the full story in the description box below, but in the Daily Mail it says that Shania Twain opens up about her horrific sexual abuse she suffered at the hands of her stepfather in an emotional interview on the Today Show. The 57-year-old singer, who's promoting her album Queen of Me, first claimed she had been abused in 2018 by her stepfather Shania Twain. However, during a sit-down with Today host Hoda Kotb, I think that's how you pronounce their name, Shania revealed the lasting impact and trauma of her abuse. She explained how being fondled as a child by her stepfather made her embarrassed of her body. Now she says that she's trying to embrace her body, which is why she posed nude for her album cover, I'm the Boss of Me. Shania did not know her biological father. Her stepfather Jerry and her mother Sharon died in a car crash in 1987. During the sit-down, she also said she went with nude photography for her album cover as a way to deal with the horrible things her stepfather put her through when she was a child. She said, "It's really about saying I was abused as a kid," she said. "My stepfather would fondle me on the top and make me go without a shirt, and I was already maturing. This cringy, horrible wanting to escape being in my own skin." She said, "It's time to start loving myself in my own skin and really embracing that. And I'm not embarrassed or shy of it. This is who I am." She also said, "Loving who you are, I'm my own royalty. I'm the boss of me. I'm responsible for the decisions I make, for what I say, for what I do. It's a statement of self-confidence that I've grown into more over the last few years." For the album cover, she said she decided to do the full Monty. "I did a whole shoot as part of the album artwork where I'm completely nude, and it was really scary, but it was sort of like, I don't really love my body. I don't love looking at myself in the mirror with the lights on or looking at the mirror at all at my body. So I said, listen, I'm going to face this fear." She also revealed that the sexual abuse started when she was around 10 years old. She explained, "I feel the sexual abuse goes hand in hand with the physical and psychological abuse when it's someone you know. I learned to block it out. Abusers need to manipulate you, whether it's before or after. And what I said to myself is, okay, there is something wrong with this person. This person is not well." So as you just heard from that story, Shania Twain has shared a bit about her experience of going through sexual abuse at the hands of her stepfather. Now, I think she's actually quite brave to do what she's done, even though it's not something personally that I would do. But I kind of understand her kind of thinking behind why she's made this decision to pose nude on her album cover. Now, from the looks of the pictures, even though she is nude, it is actually tastefully done. When I first read the headline, I was thinking, uh-oh, when it said Full Monty, I was thinking to myself, she's actually going to show absolutely everything. But when I scrolled down to read the story and looked at the pictures, actually how she's done it is quite tasteful. Again, it's not something that I would do, but it's her way of trying to reclaim her body. Another thing that really struck me about this story was her awareness at the age of 10 years old, to have that kind of thinking, to think that this person is not well, this person is sick. I don't know any survivors really at that age who were being abused, myself included, that was thinking about this person is the one with the problem, the perpetrator. I think for most survivors who are being abused at that age, like myself, like many other survivors that I've spoken to who were abused around the age of 9, 10, we all had an awareness that something was wrong, but didn't know exactly what it was. So, it was really kind of powerful to hear her share that, you know, she believed that he was the one with the problem. Another thing I picked up from this story is that Shania Twain probably isn't really ready to go into the details of her abuse, because in the article, when she was asked about specifics, she said she refuses to talk about it, but she's quite, you know, happy to share that she's been through it. This is something that is a common occurrence with survivors. I know many survivors for many years. I was one of them who would say, yes, I was sexually abused, but I refused to go into the details of what that meant for me. It was only when I got into therapy in my early 20s that I started to talk about in detail, you know, what had happened to me. And I needed to do that because I needed to heal from the things that sexual abuse trauma had left me with. And, you know, it is really important that survivors are able to do that, but it does take time. No one knows, you know, how much time it takes. It's different for different people. Shania Twain is now 57. She's still not really ready to speak about it. And I do hope in the future she's able to speak about it with, you know, a trained professional like a therapist, just for her own healing and just for her own journey. Because I do believe even though she's been able to take off her clothes on the album cover to kind of reclaim her body back, there is going to be some underlying issues that she still has to deal with. However, I do think that she's really brave in sharing that she's actually gone through sexual abuse, being in such a public spotlight. I do wish her well and pray for her continued journey to healing from her childhood experiences. I will leave a link to the story in the description box below for you to check out for yourself. Until the next video, take care.